Good morning, children. Welcome to today's class. So, in last class, we discussed about the different structures of the atom given by the Sommerfeld and the Niels Bohr atoms and quantum mechanical model of the structure also. And after that, now we are discussing about the quantum numbers. So, in the quantum numbers, mainly we have here 4 quantum numbers. These 4 quantum numbers will be used to know about the number of electrons, how many number of electrons will be placed around the nucleus in the atom, and about their space and about their position and everything also. So the quantum numbers describes the space around the nucleus where the electrons are found and also their energies also. So here, by using these quantum numbers, here we are going to know about the number of the electrons and where we can able to find the electrons around the nucleus in the system. Not only that, along with them we can able to understand their energy levels also. So here we are going to know about the energy levels of the electrons around the nucleus in the atom also. So these will be called as the atomic orbitals. These will be called as atomic orbitals. So in the quantum numbers, here mainly first one, the principal quantum number. The principal quantum number, here the principal quantum number is related to the size and energy of the main shell. By using this principal quantum number, we can able to understand the electron, where the electron, so the electron will be placed in which main shell. So this principal quantum number will be generally denoted with the letter n, small n, and these have the positive integers values as 1, 2, 3 and so on up to infinity. So as n increases, so whenever the principal quantum number will be getting increases, so here the shells will becomes larger and electrons in those shells also farther from the nucleus. So whenever the n value, the principal quantum number value will be getting increases, the number of shells will be means the shell will be becomes larger. So for example, if n is 1, if n is equal to 1, the electron will be placed in the first main shell, that is K. If n is equal to 2, it will be placed in the second main shell, that is L. So like that, whenever the n value will be getting increases, the shell will be where the electron will be placed, that should be getting farther than the nucleus. So this is the principal quantum number n, and the second main quantum number is the angular momentum quantum number. The angular momentum quantum number, it was generally denoted with the letter L. The angular momentum quantum number denoted with the letter L. So L has the integer values from 0 to n minus 1. L has the integer values. Integer values means possible values of L. Possible values of L will be from 0 to n minus 1 for each value of n. So here each value represents, each L value represents one subshell. Here you can able to listen, children. Listen carefully. The principal quantum number will denote the main shell of LKLMN, but by using this angular momentum quantum number, we can able to identify the electron will be placed in which subshell. The main shell will be denoted by using principal quantum number, and the subshell will be identified by using the angular momentum quantum number. So by using this one only, we can able to understand the electron will be placed in which subshell. So here the subshells will be denoted as S, P, D, F. Again, this L value will be completely depends upon the principal quantum number only. So here you can see the value of L for a particular subshell is generally designated by the letters SPD as follows. In the table you can see, if L is equal to 0, then the electron will be placed in subshell S. If L is equal to 1, it goes to subshell P. If L is equal to 2, it goes to subshell D. If L is equal to 3, it will goes to subshell F. Like that, when n is equal to 0, there is only one subshell with L is equal to 0. So I already said to you, the angular momentum quantum number should be again depends mainly on the principal quantum number only. So that principal quantum number is nothing but n value. So if n is equal to 1, why? Because why we are taking n is equal to 1 only here? Why? Because the principal quantum number integer values will be from it will start from 1, 2 and so on like that. So first one we are taking n is equal to 1. If n is equal to 1, L value will be 0. So this is designated as 1s orbital. It is designated as a 1s orbital. So here 1 means the principal quantum number and s belongs to L value. So when L is equal to 0, it belongs to subshell S. It belongs to subshell S. So the electron will be placed in 1s orbital. So like that, when n is equal to 2, when n is equal to 2 means it belongs to second main shell. What is the second main shell here? L. So we can take this one as the 2, and again L value will be 0. So that is 2s subshell, and second value will be L is equal to 1. So it will be goes to 2p subshell. So like that we can able to understand the subshell, where the electron will be placed in which subshell, whether it is S, P, D, F, that should be completely depends upon the principal quantum number n value only. Okay, so the third quantum number is the magnetic quantum number. The third quantum number should be magnetic quantum number. So the magnetic quantum number, it will be denoted with M. The magnetic quantum number will be denoted the letter with the M, small m. So the magnetic quantum number has the integer values between minus L to L, including 0. So the magnetic quantum number has the integer values from minus L to L. So here what is the L? L is the angular momentum quantum number. So again it will be depends upon the angular momentum quantum number only. And the integer values of M will be L to minus L to L, and it has 0 also. L to minus L to L, and in between we have the 0 also. So thus for a certain value of L, there are 2L plus 1 integer values of M. So by using the L value, we can able to identify the M value as by using the formula 2L plus 1. 2L plus 1 is equal to M. Okay, so here M is the magnetic quantum number and L is the angular momentum quantum number. So by using this formula, we can get the L values as minus L plus 1, minus L plus 2, minus L plus 3, and so on, minus 1, 0, 1, and so on L. So like that we are getting the magnetic quantum numbers. So these values describes the magnetic quantum number values will be describes the orientation of the orbital. The orientation means the particular shape. So these values describes the orientation of the orbital in space relative to other orbitals in the atom. So for example, when L is equal to 0, according to the formula 2L plus 1, so here we are getting M value as 1. So and there is only one value of M, thus we can only one orbital, that is the 1s orbital. Okay, when L is equal to 0, then n is equal to 1, so it belongs to 1s orbital again. So when L is equal to 1, so what is how many values of M we can get, you can see. So when L is equal to 1, that L value we can substitute in 2L plus 1. So 2 into 1, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So finally we are getting 3 values of magnetic quantum number. So those will be minus 1, 0 and 1. So those will be 3 orbitals. 3 orbitals means we are getting px, py, pz. In p subshell again we are getting the 3 subshells. Okay, so px, py, pz. Px, py, pz. So these are the 3 orbitals we are getting in p subshell. Okay, so here mainly by using this magnetic quantum number, we can able to identify how many number of orbitals we can able to get in one subshell. Okay, so the number of ml values indicates the number of orbitals. This one is very important, children. The number of ml values indicates the number of orbitals in one subshell with a particular L value. So orbitals in the subshell belonging to the same shell possess the same energy. So in one subshell, how many number of orbitals we have? Those all orbitals have the same energy. So for example, in p subshell we have three three p orbitals. Those will be px orbital, py orbital and pz orbital. These three orbitals have the same energy. Why? Because these three will be existed in one p subshell only. Okay, so here they are given one table. See this table 1, you can see according to the L value, here we have to identify, we have to find the number of orbitals. So these number of orbitals are nothing but the number of magnetic quantum number. Okay, so L is equal to 0 they are given. So L is equal to 0 means that should be S subshell. In S subshell, how many number of orbitals we are getting according to the 2L plus 1 formula? So 2L according to 2L plus 1 formula, L is equal to 0. So 2 into 0, 0 plus 1. So we are getting only one orbital. In S subshell we have only one orbital. So next L is equal to 1 they are given. Second one L is equal to 1. So L is equal to 1 means again that one we have to substitute in 2L plus 1 formula. So we are getting 3. So in P subshell we are getting number of orbitals as 3, and the third one L is equal to 2. For example, L is equal to 2 means that should be belongs to D subshell. So in D subshell, how many number of orbitals we can get? 2 into 2, 4 plus 1. So finally we are getting 5 orbitals. 5 orbitals we are getting in D subshell. And if L is equal to 3, again according to 2L plus 1 formula, 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7. So we are getting 7 orbitals in F subshell. Okay, so and after that, by using this 2L plus 1 formula only, we can able to understand the number of orbitals which are present in one subshell. And see, here they are given the shapes of orbitals also. In the figure you can see, children. So p orbital, the p subshell, p orbital is in spherical shape. So first one you can see the p orbital is in spherical shape, and p orbital is in dumbbell shape. The p orbital is in dumbbell shape. Again you can see in the figure, p orbital have 3 p orbitals, that is the px orbital, py orbital and pz orbital. So these are the 3 orbitals we are getting in p subshell. And after that, the d orbitals are in double shape. It is in a double shape. And again here we have 5 subshells. So those will be dx, dxy, dyz, dxz and dxyz and dz. So these are the 5 subshells, 5 orbitals we have in D subshell. Okay, so according to these number of L value, here we have to